So last Saturday when the episode aired for Bluelock, we were also given a new U20 PV/trailer. And today I want to talk about that specific trailer because there are a lot of problems we need to go over. Anyways, if you guys like this type of content, please remember to hit the like and subscribe button. I'm trying to hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of this year. So please make sure you hit the subscribe and like button. Anyways, let's get right into this shit. Now, when I tell you that my disappointment is immeasurable, I don't think you'd get the gauge of how I'm disappointed, bro. I was under the impression that, listen, Bluelock's animation the first season wasn't the greatest. But for the second season, they took 2 years to make this shit. Or at least that's what I thought. They took a 2-year break from 2022, and now they're coming back in 2024, ready to adapt the best arc of the series. They even shortened the episode count from the usual 24 to 15. So I had even more hope that, okay, you know what? They might be saving all their resources for the U20 arc. Now listen, whenever I say in this video, you have to take it with a grain of salt because I'm only looking at this trailer. But judging by this trailer, this arc is going to be butchered. Anybody who is an anime only for Bluelock, please, and I cannot stress this enough, please do yourself a favor and read the manga. Please go read the manga right now. There's no point for waiting for this anime any longer. The only reason you should wait for this anime is if you enjoy the music. But if you put an OST on while you're reading the manga, that problem gets fixed by itself. So please go read the manga. Now, during this season, we've seen how bad the animation can get, especially for an arc like the third selection. But we were all just hoping, like, okay, you know what? Maybe the third selection is just the third selection. It's only like 5 episodes, should be 4 episodes of the season, and maybe they just didn't care about that portion of the anime. We were wrong. Recently, I can't find it, but recently there was a Bluelock like animator, producer, someone who was involved in the production, and he came out somewhere and told us that like most of the insights on the production of Bluelock season 2 and why it looks so terrible. He goes on to say that there was like a limited timetable despite them having close to 2 years to make this shit, but there was a limited timetable, and get this right, all right, get this right. There was one key animator doing everything. So if you're wondering why the Bluelock animation is bad, it's not because they don't give a, it's not because they can't do it right or they're trying their hardest. No, bro, they're not trying at all. They're literally going around giving one animator this job to animate an entire series, and the rest of the team works on other stuff like storyboarding and direction and shit. So, bro, I'm going to be honest with you guys. If you guys didn't know anything about animation and how it works and how they produce these anime, that is terrible. So yeah, if you guys wanted a little explanation on why this shit looks so bad, there it is. Now, back to the third selection stuff. We all thought the third selection would be the part of this like season where everyone would just be, you know, they'd be saving their budget, saving all their money so that they could go and animate the U20 arc perfectly. Little did we know we were wrong. Because yesterday, or on Saturday, there was a trailer that dropped for the U20 first episode next week. And it seems like this episode will be adapting like maybe all the way up to, I don't want to say like the score or who scored, but I think it'll adapt all the way up to like maybe the second goal of the game. So maybe anime fans could be excited for that. But honestly, guys, I'm not going to lie. This trailer looks absolutely dog shit. Like, to the point where we all expected, right? If we didn't keep our hopes high that the third selection is filler and that they're all working on U20, you know, maybe this wouldn't be such a disappointment. But because other people in the fandom kept spreading this information like, oh, maybe they're saving their budget for U20, it's getting better and better every episode. I'm sorry, we need to stop coping now. It's not getting better and better every episode, and this anime is not going to get better and better every season because this anime is terrible. It doesn't have a good team behind it. I don't know who the director is. Bro, this anime is just terrible in every aspect except for I'd say the music. The only thing that this anime adaptation for Blue Lock does right is it accurately adapts the story without skipping anything. That's the only thing. Season 1, people might fool themselves into thinking that Season 1 was a great adaptation now. Guys, Season 1 is only great because Season 2 is so shit. Let's be honest. Before Season 2 even came out, we were hoping for an animation upgrade from Season 1. So tell me how now we want to go back to the animation Season 1 had. It's only because we've seen how shit this could get that we want to go back to the Season 1 animation. But yeah, if you remember when Season 1 was coming out, there was still animation complaints on how this shit looks like a slideshow. The characters have no aura. Like, all the stills look basically shit compared to the manga. So yeah, that was a little complaint last season. At least this season, they're coming up on the stills. When the still panels get adapted, they don't look bad. But the problem is, these hold little to no weight when some of them just look absolutely goofy compared to the manga. Like, look at this Isagi one, bro. This is terrible. It looks like he's farting his way in front of them. Now, back to the PV. Like I said, they released the PV, you know. The animation still looked dog shit. It still looked trash. You know, we have Darai using his little moves. Like, you know, in the beginning of the U20 match, if you guys don't want to get spoiled, I'd say skip like 30, 40 seconds ahead. But in the beginning of the U20 match, all the players find their matchups and with the U20 Japanese defenders. And so as they're getting their matchups, the U20 Japanese defenders kind of get their first chance to like flex their skills. You know, we get to see how good they actually are. And so we get each of their introductions by them using some sort of special ability that they have. Now, when I seen Darai's special ability be animated, oh my gosh, did that look terrible. Like, I really hope that doesn't make the final episode. Please. Like, that was absolutely terrible. It legitimately looked like they slid a PNG across the screen and added some like aura behind it. That's literally what it looked like. I'm not even joking. You guys can go on Twitter and probably find this trailer, or maybe it's on YouTube. You can watch that shit and tell me that Darai moment doesn't look like absolute dog shit. But yeah, overall, there's not much else I could really say about the animation aspect of this trailer, because what I've already said is what I mean. Like, the animation is trash. You guys know what I mean by it's the same animation as the previous like 5 episodes. It's nothing crazy. And it kind of really irks me that there's a fan animation going around out there that are better animated than these episodes of Blue Lock. How is that possible? Like, that should not be physically possible. One guy working in his room animating is doing much better than all of this, like a whole team of storyboards and directors, and they can't make a better animated episode. And listen, I'm not blaming the one guy who adapted it, because, listen, bro, it's not your fault. I might be mad at, like, the whole production right now, but it's not the guy who's animating its fault. He was literally left stranded by himself in an entire studio to work on an entire show. So I can feel for him. I know he's not going to be doing some JJK Demon Slayer level animation by himself. That's just impossible, right? But when a studio is being outshined in terms of animation by a goddamn fan animation clip, that's just disgusting. That's disgusting. I really wish that Blue Lock got that Demon Slayer, you know, Jujutsu Kaisen. You know, it got the animation it deserved. Because Blue Lock really could have been one of the biggest sports anime every year it dropped. You know, it could have been one of the biggest sports anime phenomena that ever dropped. This arc would have went crazy, just like the Shibuya arc, if it was animated properly. But the animation is trash. So I urge everybody right now, if you're an anime only for Blue Lock, go and read the manga. There's no point to be anime only any longer. Go read the manga. Another thing I see some people complaining about on Twitter is basically how the game doesn't, like, it might be at nighttime, because it's not confirmed if the game is nighttime or daytime, but it might be at nighttime, but the atmosphere feels like daytime. And I totally agree with this. I'm not even joking. I totally agree with this. Bro, tell me why it literally looks like it's daytime. The lighting, the atmosphere, the crowd, like, we imagined does not, like, it doesn't feel like it's even there. Like, it dead ass feels like they're playing a game. You know that that arcade game at the freaking store? I don't know what it's called, but you have all those soccer players on the goddamn thing, and if you move the sticks to kick the ball. Bro, maybe you guys don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm going to put a picture up on the screen. Bro, that shit is literally what this anime looks like. It looks like there's no crowd. I'm not joking. It looks like there's no crowd. It looks like there's no atmosphere. The lights are just way too bright. Like, this arc is supposed to be the most intense arc in the entire series, and it looks like just another regular game. Why is that? See, I would have had, like, I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to say this because I don't like content being skipped in anime, but I'd rather have a U20 movie that was adapted, like, with amazing animation, maybe skipping a couple scenes from the U20 arc because it's so long to be adapted into a movie. I would have rather had that. I'm not gonna lie. I would have rather that had that than this trash ass season. Because at least the U20 movie is like, okay, you know, it's gonna have good animation. By the way, did you guys see that Haikyuu movie's animation? I get it. They skipped a lot of chapters from the manga. But bro, did that movie have animation I only wish bluelock could ever have? Worry not, I'll still be reviewing every single episode, every single week to see just how bad or how good this anime could get. But I feel like the next moment that all these anime only should be excited for is the eventual reveal of Michael Kaiser. If it happens in this season, his design, his voice. That'll do it for the end of the video. I hope you guys tell me your thoughts down below in the comments about this new U20 trailer. Do you guys think U20 will be adapted well? Do you guys think U20 will be shit? Let me know down below in the comments. Please remember to hit that like and subscribe button because I'm trying to hit 4,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And I hope you guys all have a great day. Bye-bye.